afternoon, guests, and thank you for joining us for New York City College of Technology's 85th commencement exercises. The students will begin entering in 5 minutes. Please take your seats. Each student will be announced and appear on the screens in the center of the arena. Thank you.
Someone that I'll be proud to take on back to my hometown. Honest eyes that just ain't gonna leave to lonely nights. Even when she's up against me, I don't know why. It feels like there's nobody with me, and I'm still empty. Yeah, I just wanna love somebody who won't leave. I just wanna love somebody. I just wanna love somebody who won't leave a hole in my heart. I just wanna love somebody that don't want me falling apart. And I'll be lucky if I ever find something more than just a crazy night. I just wanna love somebody. I don't know what you've been told, but time is running out, no need to take it slow. I'm stepping to you toe to toe. I should be scared, honey, maybe so, but I ain't worried about it right now. Keeping dreams alive, 1999 heroes. I ain't worried about it right now. Swimming in the floods, dancing on the clouds below. I ain't worried about it. I don't know what you've been told, but time is running out, so spend it like it's gold. I'm living like I'm not zeros. Got no regrets even when I'm broke. Yeah, I'm at my best when I got something I'm wanting to steal. Way too busy for them problems and problems to feel. Yeah, yeah, no stressing, just obsessing with sealing the deal. I take it in and let it go, but I ain't worried about it right now. Keeping dreams alive.
Okay, 1 minute, folks. 1 minute. Or something like that.
You want me to do that now? You want me to do it now? I can do it before I say that. Welcome, everyone. You want me to say please take your seats now? No? No? Good afternoon, everyone. Please take your seats. Grand Marshal Jonathan Ignatov. Seating marshals Ivana Jovanovich, Benito Mendoza, and Melanie Villatoro. For the School of Arts and Sciences, School Marshal Michael McAuliffe and Student Banner Bearer Joshua Elias. Lead the procession. For the School of Professional Studies, School Marshal Anthony DeVito and Student Banner Bearer Supriya Singh lead the procession. For the School of Technology and Design, School Marshal June Yang and Student Banner Bearer Stephen Crowley lead the procession. Ifel Olunwa Akid Kunmi.
Maria Arroyo.
Elizabeth Brandwine.
Eduardo Andres Valle.
Lou Kale.
Amin Eman.
Maria Castrillan.
Salome Koja.
Jonatu Fardus.
Anna Bidishavili.
Corin Huttenbach.
Andre Nagono.
Linda Cesar de Yuan.
Zara Naji.
John Estrella.
Naomi Barclay.
Leanne White.
Ethan Peters.
Magbola Mustafa.
Andres Argazons.
Jakia Actor.
Ina Cha.
Joshua Barelia Fernandez.
Brittany Rivera.
Parvina Mizavozova.
Sanabar Madanova.
Moriam Begum.
Ashley Isles.
Margaret Nalima Okonya.
Elizabeth Alexis.
Tarka Rogers.
Benoni Theodore.
Yan Chao Feng.
Daniel Page.
Aaron Gomez.
Yang Heng Wang.
Lensky Jean Louis.
Valeria Suarez.
David Vale.
Brian M. Delgado.
Angel Isaac Gomez.
Alan Pacheco.
Ferris Youssef.
Leander Torres.
Abdul Aziz Trayor.
Ali Hayder.
Ikra Shahid Chowdhury.
Jerome White,
Denise Mendez.
Shaleen Menendez,
Aisha Mahmood.
Roberto Carlos Paredes Trinidad,
Aisha Karim.
Larissa Paul,
Emily Marus.
Shanika Furman,
Rehan Nassar.
Malisha Begum,
Olivia Nicole Jones.
Tahura Ashraf,
Mariam Savain.
Christine Tameli Michelle,
Elizir V. Lugo.
Lalela Simone Maimalada Fraser,
Mereniso Batinurova.
Taha Mahmoud Ahmad,
Mohammed El Sokari.
Maria Nieves,
Sarah Tasha De La Cruz Hisiano.
Gabrielle M. Keen Dawes,
Charlotte Chen.
Victoria Michaud,
Irina Chernyavsky.
Diana Lisette Rivera,
Taspia Janat.
Sandy Fougere,
Shirley Gonzalez.
Bria Glenn,
Melanie Gomez.
Jalen A. Mojica,
Abdullah Trayor.
Shanjita Ahmad,
Kristen Solomon.
Dionarin Karan,
Jalen Pagwai.
Arlette Bravo,
Aliyah Latif.
Guadalupe Soriano,
Heaven Kayla Chase.
Keisha Bright,
Najee Ricketts.
Leslyn Serafin,
Kyra Robert Sky.
Sitiale Villanueva,
Nalima Ahmed Kona.
Yamil Serrano Lucas,
Aldo Pena.
Jaden Rambaran,
Richie Isaac.
Crystal Sanchez,
Shania McLeod.
Dominique F. Whelan,
Gerard Allison.
Giselle Leon,
Pamela Nakari Lahose.
Hiba
Jaylene
Hashmi.
Collado.
Ivy Chan.
Leah N. Newell.
Bethany Rivera.
Kayla Aliyah Best.
Lilani Morel.
Stephanie Perez. Carlos R. Ortega.
Charisse William.
Jaden Camille Hernandez.
Brittany Nelson.
Maximiliano Ramos Nunez.
Ana Beatriz Molina.
Elizabeth Leon.
Alyssa Norm Scarrett.
Genesis P. Leon.
Dua Amin.
Jolly William Vilsaint.
Samantha Isabel Womo.
Ang Chimi Sherpa.
Shavish Ubay
Kayleen
Dula.
Kimberly Collado.
Fanu
Henry
Rabah.
Shi Hong Mei.
Wawa Nelson.
Wilkinson Francois.
Shirway Lou Rivers.
Snigda Islam.
Elan Sinal.
Neda Abadi.
Imani Alexis
Giselle
Wingate.
Alvarado.
Abdul Gulfor.
Lobsang Butai.
Kevin Marrero,
Sam Dolma Lama,
Stephanie Gomez,
Cynthia Monroy,
Amani T. Mitchell,
Alexandra Kelly Rubiano,
Chanel L. Williams,
Simra Khan,
Frida Martinez,
Sunny Lee,
Ling Young Hu,
Michelle Zhang,
Mabuda Akhtar,
Levan La,
Camellia Islam,
Gabriela Vitali,
Nadia Award Asgul,
Alexandra Petraya Gruber,
Fatma Ahmed Saad,
Jasmine Sinofsky,
Wishona Salimova,
Ketram Ahmed,
Waria Khan,
Juanita Bernal Devalier,
Miriam Kamran,
Sangay Dolma,
Daisy Aguilar,
Nawang Haldan,
Joanna Ademi,
Rana Abdullah,
Vera Ma,
Tanatswa Mundo Fupupu,
Melissa Lee,
Louise Tureen,
Rosia Fuentes,
Iman Fatima Hayder,
Social Hernandez,
Jerady Ortiz Coyo,
Curvins Grassau,
Begum Bostansi,
Dan Chen,
Saad Smedin, Lam Tung Vu,
Trishana Smith,
Abby Amanda Adela Raper,
Paula Mark,
Jesus Gregorio Lapai,
Amy De Los Santos,
Nina Lamb,
Diana Guzman,
Nargiza Mohammadieva,
Iman Aga,
Nizelis Luna,
Atzalo,
Olomide Adisa,
Alimatu Bari,
Elizabeth Amposa,
Courtney Whitted,
Allison Tapia,
Yaritza Hernandez,
Charlene Caroline Zapata,
Dunia Alcotri,
Aurora Jimenez Banuelos,
Leon Hilado,
Ida Lowe,
Majin Nazir,
Azine Nuoso, Maimuna Islam,
Kimora Siobhan Carey Miller,
Natasha Alexis,
Eva Noor,
Patricia Gabriel,
Megan Marielis Gomez,
Davika Boshun,
Soraya Sneed,
Milka Mumpoy,
Destiny McRae,
Kijan Mayers,
Andrea Heyman,
Jessica St. Ville,
Luis Ramirez Vicente,
Ashish Matima,
Adriana Galvan,
Xavier Rodriguez,
Ordaina Awad,
Guadalupe Ponche,
Joshua Ryan Chandrajat,
Britannia Monique Harding,
Nelly Avagyan,
Shadia Ramasar,
Sarah Ann Persaud,
Doriza Hernandez Morel,
Azra Millie,
Tierra Sheree Givens,
Bibi Zelina Mohammed,
Clarice Goose,
Ashley Safi,
Erica Stephanie Galliano Toledo,
Brittany Pierre,
Rokaya Salan,
Sarah Apana,
Sabrina Salas,
Emily Marie Cruz Martinez,
Francis Nazil,
Walla Naji,
Katie Karishma Rupal,
Lillian Casho,
Giselle Vargas Garcia,
Destiny Hilda Nieves,
Sunita Chetty,
Anna Amanifo,
Ultra Sirua.
Afsana
Vernon
Mimi,
Dave Cardoso. Ramin Mehrabi.
Amanita Badaro,
Blair Sulin Milord.
Cynthia Jalen,
Reba Akhter.
Marie Nagalin Bouquet,
Musamet Taslima Rahman.
Samaya Akata,
Jocelyn O. Flores.
Shanita Afrin,
Tampreet Kaur.
Rubaya Rasa,
Shanoy Smith.
Jasmine Spence,
Bridget Phillip.
Manleen Ojla,
Fatima Parvin.
Jennifer Rodriguez,
Dominica Cabrera.
Anima Sarna,
Tyler L. Milas.
Jocelyn Tobo,
Courtney McGee.
Deborah Vasquez,
Lauren Correa.
Mojabi Zubar Makrad,
Malaika Julia Arce.
Jaylene Quinones,
Mariah Angeli Gutierrez.
Elisa Adanes Acevedo,
Gabriela Gonzalez.
Stella Toussaint,
Esmarlene Espinal.
Jessica Joanna Seguencia,
Rashada Yasmin.
Saeed Zara,
Farhana Akhtar.
Amy Bermeo,
Razia S. Karim.
Fahado Lucila Daisy,
Samiha Kano.
Brianna Barbara A.G.,
Cornelis Pereira.
O'Dane Dwight
Shivani
Anthony
P.
Price,
Singh.
Nadia Ahmed,
Luciana Isabel Mendoza.
Marsha Starworth,
Yerli Mendoza.
Trevon Williams,
Tyler Scarborough.
Daedrin Littleton,
Jennifer Alisay.
Whitney Davis,
Sharnay Campbell Aniki.
Brianna Davis,
Taha E. Arlequin.
Adelina Feratovic,
Shanae A. McNeil.
Kimberly Kathy Martinez Lopez,
Justin Covington Fox.
Kayla Lashley,
Crystal Dudley,
Damien Ferrier,
Kalina S. Nunez,
Marianne Cedro,
Lizada Noemi Portillo,
Chanel Hardy,
Jasmine Rojas,
Igor Kovachev,
Monette Sampson Barker,
Camila Mote,
Maria Luisa Solis Cotero,
Sakaya Amoy Chin Along,
come up here, Alexander Torres,
Ashley Pena,
Cedra
Alejandra
Zafar,
Islas, Masaiba Battersfield,
Lauren Howe,
Atara Victor,
Fedri Jacques,
Anatoly C. Victor,
Shulan Shu,
Clarissa Castro,
Lisbeth Castillo,
Nenfia Larissa Bright,
Amanda Tomasini,
Sarah Jukas,
Markella Johnson,
Nicole Natsu,
Severin Hongu,
Loa Leon,
Corinne Wu,
Loa Dahan Araf,
J.D. Diaz,
Kelly Mary Triumph,
Lori Lee,
Menhu Chang,
Lorenzo DeMaio,
Veronica Rosario,
Cheyenne Brown,
Kaylin James,
Asma Udin,
Aneen Khan,
Shara Bryan, Christine Gibson,
Emanuela Mombrun,
Renee De La Guia Avila,
Kimoya McLeod,
Caitlin Mackenzie Georges,
T. Roberts,
Aditya Mishra,
Tyra Destiny Mary George,
Erica Chan,
Tarika Samuel,
Joshin Wen,
Alejandra Aragon,
Suzette Neptune Grant,
Aileen Gonzaga Ramos,
Kayleen Hospitalis,
Shokim Gabriel,
Awa Lowe,
Jeffrey Vega,
Nerlandi Pierre Richard,
Tara Arnold,
Miguel Morales,
Abigail Obeng,
Kenny Baker,
Brooke Wader,
Emmanuel Fernando Pinos,
Jalissa S. Stewart,
Michelle Purcell Arellano,
Guadalupe Campos,
Jessica Ramos,
Natalie Ascott,
Katerina Marine,
Jessica Calderon Asuncion,
Genesis Alejandra Carchi,
Odalis Aviles Mendez,
Jason Wu,
Cortes Cloffer,
Yasleen De Jesus,
Gabriel Negron,
Goda Samatita,
Chantel LeBron,
Bryn McLean,
Melissa Ruiz Diaz,
Daisy Livachushka,
Michelle Wu Zhang,
Peter James Hurst,
Yu Nam Yu,
Fenny Wu Lee,
Sabrina Rose,
Aying Wu,
Demir Patrice Collimore Sandiford,
Kevin Contreras Fuentes,
Alexis Tatiana Abraham,
Antoinette A. Daly,
Kaylee Torres,
Haley Christina Otero,
Pedro Pablo Toribio Jimenez,
Aisha Ahmed,
Brenda Cabrera Sanchez,
Jasmine Oscoeva, David Seguencia,
Karina Feliz,
Michelle Miranda,
Jillian Rodriguez,
Melanie Peralta,
Nazren Rahman,
Devron Woodson, Lilibeth Garcia,
Sydney Liebert,
Tatiana D. Veras,
Kiana Durden,
Sabrina Sultana, Yomaira Feliciano,
Destiny French Keynes,
Shanice Jackson,
Andy Lee,
Denasia Miller,
Kamali Moise,
Asatu Jalo, Michaela Devroncourt,
Lisa M. Lara,
Yorkie Gomez,
Afifo Sultana,
Mariam Abu Taleb,
Erica Falcon,
Naila Salter,
Elizabeth Dizon,
Zenaida Bonilla,
Francis Quachichulka,
Daniela Ilike Mbwachi.
Anika Matthews.
Naja Riddell.
Jenny
Ariel
Gutierrez.
Gomez. Marcy C. Perez.
Fatumata Kamara.
Susana Edmond.
Esmeralda Nunez.
Sandra Roper.
Amira
Lorenzo
Ramakolova.
Charles.
Semenchi Poyo.
Rachel Natalie Guarneros.
Joya
Yaretza
Sutton.
Nayeli Taveras Burgos.
Candacia Onika Asante Moore London.
Wendy Guzman Torres.
Ashley Moreno Leneres.
Sarah Lodi.
John Nunez.
Can I have your card, honey?
Hayden Best.
Kayla Cummings.
Sultana Tay Beck.
Takani Khalil Raba.
Franciane Sherry Mas.
Akila Graham.
Mikhailo Diachenko.
Crystal Ross.
Frederic Colvesier.
Victoria Alexa Osorio.
Patrice Hutchinson.
Thomas Matthew Sulamane.
Alisa Kaluf.
Josue Peralta.
Darius Francis.
George Wabrowski.
Sweetie Shadare.
Francisco Castillo.
Stephanie Perez.
Ashton Dallas.
Hannah D. Matthias.
Jashun McQueen.
Nicholas Champagny.
Jessica Green.
Frederica Willis.
Miriam Petriashvili.
Matilde M. Garcia.
Diorjan Mardon-Koulouf.
Marissa Eskarev.
Miralim Karomov.
Kervans Jean Baptiste.
Evans Pierre Louis.
Mamata Shrestha.
Miguel Henriquez.
Madeira Kelaf.
Afsana Asha. Demetrius A. Brown Williams.
Tijoline Jacobs.
Rodina Abdelkader.
Eric Dutton.
Shannon Holman.
Roger Mendez Martinez.
Salma Rahman.
Francine Soto.
Elza S. Villegas.
Anthony
Danielle
Reyes.
Salazar. Saeed Ali Sibtain.
Valentine Zulaga.
Zain Mahmoud.
Ivan Vinicio Agamenka.
Fraylene Jose Rosado.
Afrin Hamed.
Selena Myrtle.
Mike Tamaya Montes.
Dana Isabella Munoz.
Tashane Campbell.
Skyla Sherman.
Daniel M. Alfred.
Kayla Caro.
Wazenda
Dania
Menjiva.
Ahona.
Liz
Juan
Marie
Del
Clark.
Pozo Severino.
Thomas Tracy.
Shaylin Shanique Latoya Denny.
Jennifer Vallejo.
Jennifer Ninvald.
Miriam Ilyasu.
Nafisa Kamrat Kula.
Liz Abigail Bazueta Morales.
Melina Lally.
Daljit Kaur.
Rajay Bentahar.
Ensign Say.
Shani Pascal.
Tenzin Lamont.
Yan Yi.
Wanda de la Cruz.
Jocelyn Karina Urichima.
Joanna Caraballo.
Ishi Wanchuk.
Emmanuel Gill.
Almadina Mimi
Ibrahim
Mimi
Peters
Danowski.
Frison.
Shanila Khalid.
Anita Morales.
Sydney Ubaldi.
Christine Bailey.
Joyce Alonge.
Robert Louis Mujo.
Emily Yee.
Engel Miguel Arias Almanzar.
Alicia St. Fleur.
Justine Segalda Minardi.
Tunisha Kumari.
Matthew Joshua Velas.
Shirley Francois Park.
Alex Yu Louis.
Shanida Zafir.
Daniel Alejandro Avila Rivas.
Katrina Silvestri.
Charlenia Alabre.
Sarah St. Vilas.
Sabina Udin.
Parizota Norboeva.
Inga Kuzina.
Isabel Adriana Miralda.
Sabrina Nicola.
Precious Way.
Vinette Bristol.
Amanda Rose McMayo.
Neil Johnson.
Andy Magallanes.
Wei Wen Dai.
Allison Velasquez.
Justin Gabriel Solares.
Brandon Alvarez.
Shander Fred Allman.
John Vincent Quadra Manding.
Malik Cunningham.
Jasmine Hunt.
Robert O'Brien.
Mary Zen Fang.
Lisette Negron Delis.
Jaewon Song Kim.
Bless Azieto.
Sabrina Sultana.
Jessica Lepla.
Vladimir Odeski.
Natalia Loha.
Tatiana Kikmatulin.
Pasang Lama.
Luz Ordianya.
Ja Young Lu.
Monica Tietza.
Stephanie Melissa Green.
Valentina Saicedo Sanchez.
Brittany Pontiel.
Danya Chandrapal.
Mariette Guerrero.
Gloria Garcia.
Tanya Elizabeth Chalka.
Ronnie Matan.
Christina Zhang.
Brian De Jesus.
Rebecca Acevedo.
Sharita Ali.
Karina Davies Sinarain.
Jihan Alaheri.
Brianna Hartman.
Samia Hoke.
Ahmed Al Samarai.
Carrie Teresa de la Cruz.
Perla Esther Garcia.
Luis Hoje,
Ugan Lotso. David Martinez.
Vanessa Robinson,
Mark Ramos.
Caroline Donahue,
Kiara Natalias Perez. Javon Adrian Morgan.
Jaden Burke,
Kawal Jagaman.
Michelle Flores,
Lindsay Talawaxel.
Vance John Venosa,
Lucas Klariashvili.
Sophie Saul,
Asuri Amadasun.
Brittany Michelle and Benny Champion,
Ravendra Ramnaras.
Kevin Adam Geron Barrios,
Star Aiken.
Jada Crystal White,
Alyssa Duran.
Vincent Chung,
Joseph Ephraim Otra.
Salamatu Dumbia,
Cody Jamari Smith.
Khadija Akhtar,
Luis Rendon Vasquez.
Mariela Saavedra,
Cindy Cruz.
Kaylin Daoud,
Hugo Alessandro Cueva.
Jennifer Camas,
Eugenia Para.
Tylee Rivera Ruiz,
Christina Bengueche.
Yi Zong,
Merker Bulux.
Kevin Logrono,
Mia Carrera.
Christopher Mencia,
Charles Sion.
Yusuf Morsi Nasser,
Jeremiah Howlatter.
Aya Nimiri Mahmood,
Jasenia Carrillo.
Amain Shiat,
Gassendi Moliere.
Rafaida Saudi,
Abraham Marufi.
Jonathan Stephen Phillip,
Stacy Amaya.
Glorivette Ortiz,
Bukira Torjanova.
Shirley Mary Garcia,
Riley Gillen.
Eric Asatiran,
Axel Sanchez.
Luis Chango Kando,
Chantal Tapia.
Giovanni Sempat,
Antonio Demario Forbes.
Juliana Romero,
Justine Daniel Poncio.
DeAndre Richards,
Sandy St. Jean.
Paul Angel Rivera,
Jean Lucas Pavone.
Ash Robertson,
Alejandro Veras Cruz.
Pablo Herrera,
Lenin Vladimir Melendez.
Niamki Cole,
Gerson Salazar.
Jennifer Torabio,
Ramses Cruz.
Luis Enrique Castillo,
Marwa Kadir.
Maram Ahmed Cade,
Juan Luna.
Kelvin German Drama,
Alexander Mendoza.
Girabel Bergolo,
Elizabeth Tolentino.
Sofia Bilbao,
Miriam Sanchez.
Annie Yanel Mejia,
Andre Chen.
Santiago Gonzalez Mendoza,
Sarawat Juti.
Tareem Nadim,
Mariana Ramash.
Stefania Mora Bello,
Carlos Lozano.
Evyatar Mann,
Francisco Martinez.
Tasif Taher,
Xavier Olerio.
Anthony Saucedo Perez,
Levy Fraser.
Alejandra E. Torres.
Sonali Retmeyer.
Shandali Ricketts.
Janelle S. Thomas.
Brittany J. Green Lee.
Marilyn Jimenez.
Adrika L. Hawk.
Jacqueline Hernandez.
Faraya Yusarai Hiyat.
Hayden Ma.
Alberto Haywood Miller.
Kenneth Lee.
Tommy Herengo de la Cruz.
Zeke Lynn.
Gregory M. Wallace.
Abenezer Beckeret.
Vivian Lee.
Shireen Liu.
Jonathan Rodriguez.
Darius Devon Daniel.
Lisbeth Bolanos Maldonado.
Sage Gray.
Francesca Salas.
Kobe Baltazar.
Nicholas A. Hidalgo.
Eddie Jimenez.
Mercedes Alvarez.
Phoenix Gail Frijas.
Jennifer
Anthony
Quito
Bermejo
Ganzi.
Vasquez. Monette C. Bullen.
Alex Acero.
Eric Fialos Pareno.
Leila Flores.
Mohammed Tamor Ali.
Rezwan Haq.
David Velasquez.
Carlton Henry.
Alfonso Torres.
Roberto Joseph.
Thais Shakaiza.
Bradford Roberts.
Christopher Acosta.
Zippy Chain.
Susan Nava.
Adrian Overstreet.
Paula Julia Astudillo.
Daniel J. Green.
Stevette Marast.
Brianna Marie Brand.
Safia Jones.
Shamari Q. Taylor.
Noshad Jahan.
Nahida Akhtar.
Alfroza Akhtar.
Marifa Khan.
Ikra Khan.
Nirvana Siram.
Pamela Barba.
Leslyn Hodgson.
Nikolai Markov.
Phoebe Narcisse.
David Wan.
Frederick Miguel de Leon. Adele
Anashan
Musset.
Tavasona Daram.
Maya Papayan.
Richard A. Morales.
Wellington D. Verduga.
Marcelo A. Blas.
Lucien Payano.
Sean Sarai.
Gilberto Gonzalez Luna.
Hartin Gashi.
Atta Muhammad Tariq.
Sebastian Torres.
Matthew J. Smith.
Eric Hidalgo.
Pierre Ryan Baptiste.
Joshua Badesi.
Alex R. Miller.
Jared Y. Bowens. Aaron,
Iman
Fra-
Ashraf.
Aaron Franklin Jones.
Jordan Clark. David Wu.
Carlton Parks.
Eric Leifer Cabrera.
Sofiano Togalo.
Usmani Diop.
Ashti Rampersad.
Brendan Lewis.
Nomeremebe Motaibi.
Fabrice Udrago.
Kiana A. Gittins.
Kenny Chris Pierre Paul.
Afnan Abid.
Stephen Allen Richards.
Vincent Banak.
Eric S. Ortiz.
Avery Stewart.
Xavier Elias.
Cayenne Gregory Jackson.
Manly Selacourt.
Shati Alicia. Chastity Alicia Guerrero.
Zayera Dene Starkey.
Joel Hines.
Janelle Livingston.
Amadi Masaya.
Jermaine Campbell.
Adnan Al Saif.
Nikolai Nicholas.
Jonathan Maya.
Hamoud Al-Mashraki.
Taraline Reed White.
Muhammad Asif.
Ashikul Sajib.
Samad Alabi.
Joan Gorango.
Cornell Horvath.
Alessandra Jean.
Sukanaya Natasia Mercier.
Lee A. Yu.
Sumaya Jahan.
Nazia Mahmood.
Asher Cody DuPont.
Wei Shang Zheng.
Ishmael Carlos Ovalis.
Danny Matthews.
Alexander Simpson.
Cheyenne Cerisier.
Tijan Kamara.
Jet Cato.
Jonathan Jason Duaponte.
Taslima Mohammed.
Thomas Serrato.
Afida Ahel Ritchie.
Nicholas Kalanji Harley.
So Castillo.
Sakin Haider Chowdhury.
Marcus Sanchez Reyes.
Daniel Osabodu.
Wenson Chen.
Joseph Bonacore.
Heretic Samuel.
Emmanuel Dominguez Blanco.
Isaac Manuel Ortega.
Yusuf Yuzman.
Orlando Salas Navarrete.
Mario Emilio Polanco.
Kofil Udin.
Alpha Ba.
Tanvir Rahman.
Jeffrey Abreu.
Christian Luna Aguirre.
Juan Hermosa.
Christian Atemis.
Melissa Garcia.
Douglas Anderson.
Andy Gonzalez Acevedo.
Guy May.
Leonida Nuzial.
Akachuku Aniel Yego.
Borin Buyan.
Charles Edward Offord.
Abdullah Momin.
Denver Allen.
Lyndon Johnson.
David Jacquet.
Fahad Akhtar.
Bill Fuentes.
John Martinez Leon.
Steven Frias.
Alejandro Meneses.
Carlos Mohu.
Joseph Thomas Peretz.
Anthony Joseph.
Bibi Begum.
Hadi Allah Ahmad.
Jonathan Nabila.
Akinwale Isijola.
Fardusi Shima.
Christian Javier Lozarino.
Anona Khan.
Maurice Alexander.
Anais Baez.
Mahmoud Bakr.
Leana Esquilin.
Quentin Valdez.
Jonathan Rosemond.
Amari Gabi.
Sana Qureshi.
Joel Shaji.
Ariba Parveen.
Brian Caldero.
Sophie Johnson.
Mohammed Chowdhury.
Sitlali Norales.
Andy Zhu.
Esmeralda Alatorre,
Kevin Pimentel Sanchez,
Gabriel Alart,
Keno Paul Hurlington,
Janatin Lebron,
Hamili Jose Taveras,
Daniel Emmanuel Segura,
Christina Sibilis,
Habir Alam, Adnan Habib,
Isori Marbella Santana,
Andre Evans,
Carrie Thomas,
Jason Pemberton,
Rugel Henry,
Jairo Hormasa,
GCK,
Ravindra Van Kooten Dwarka,
Shao Si,
Andrew A. Francis,
Shireen Sherpa,
Abraham T. Barry,
Mohammed Shohati,
John Robert Paulino,
Eduardo Taveras,
Kimani T. Lessie,
Kevin Smith,
Khalid Mustafa,
Jordan Pachavi,
Kamona Lee S. Stewart,
Shufeng Zhang,
Bladar Nidoni,
Zhou Lu Tan,
George Josjani Rivas,
Yunlang Zhang,
Alex Shamid,
Anthony Martinez,
Brandon Mojica,
Cesar Sorio Luna,
Omar Rees,
Omar El Badawi,
Alpha Hudi Yate,
Arvin Yao,
Junaid N. Chowdhury,
Kevin
Mohammed
Ricardo
Rehman,
Fisher,
Ahab Ishtiak,
Shayla Ventura,
Dimitri Duverger,
Cassandra Dover,
Sayada Zanib,
Andre Thompson,
what is it? Jalen Jones,
Yao Bwadi,
Mohammed Indiai,
Sashan Teldukar Smith,
Shavonse Lynch,
Sapphire Lee Williams,
Edgar De Leo Vélez,
James F. Taylor,
Enriquillo Ramon Reyes,
Samuel A. Butler,
Kwaku Dua Simpson,
Yampiel Rodriguez Peguero,
Ritika Tawar,
Jorge Cardenas,
Gurjot Singh,
Maria Baccaro,
Zain Khan, Luis A. Cajamarca Curillo,
Bernadette Ramkalawan,
Cameron Lavertis Mayorano,
Sean Allen Bernard,
Mauricio E. Arias,
Kevin Ramipula,
Travis Harris,
Luis Chimbo,
Michelle Riddick,
Eric Christopher Perez,
Juan Cardona,
Marcel Antoine,
Nirendra Sukdeo,
Kevin Delos Santos,
Redden Getchi,
Shazad Farid,
Jahangir Badar,
Karandeep Singh,
Alexis Torres, Arnaldo Valenzuela,
Gamagay Karasingi,
Angelis Almansar,
Jofiel Valerie,
Sarah Wang,
Joshua Pineda,
Fari Sar,
Kiana Robinson,
Myra A. Cervantes,
Kwame
Eriona
Justin
J.
Amoy.
Lai.
Hussein Toure.
Samantha Madariaga. Ariel Esteban Cabrera.
Khalifa Jamel Youssef Folks.
Jesus Manuel Gomez.
Burton Jensen Alcid.
Olivier Cologo.
Kevin Pearson.
Chrisley Narcisse.
Kelvin Camus.
Olayemi Biao Adza.
Carlos A. Pico.
Calvin Orlando Walter.
John Michael Vestal.
Derek Quesada.
Said Nakwe.
Jason May.
Andres G. Avila.
Hassan Bot.
Ethan Pruzjansky.
Carl Henry Ballinge.
Miles Bradley Rosenstadt.
Ching Ching Sor.
Hashim Khan.
Faraya R. Promi.
Usman Hassan.
Southswem Moaki.
Arnold Walter Ludd Jr.
Stefan Hospitalis.
Anthony Durazno.
Javon Suqueto.
Eric Guevara.
Anthony Vasquez.
Kelvin Jason Zenteno.
Chidanan Bim.
Matthew S. Samaru.
Brandon Palencia.
Joseph Stefano Lebron.
Luis Hernandez.
William Lee Feng.
Jehun Park.
Omar Abdel Rahman.
Mary Carmen Santillan.
Guan Tin Ling.
Francis Paredes.
Vince E. Massap.
Tassanur Rahman.
Henrik Harvey Smith.
Pavel Nunez.
Brian Ortiz.
Oscar Valerio.
Ikfat Sorol Hogg.
Kyle Rodney.
Nicholas Albert Pele.
Robert Chumpetaz.
Amajat Singh.
Ksenia Vachilanova Demina.
Weilong Fong.
Julian Misso.
Kevin Pintado Espinosa.
Stephanie Pena.
Kevin Fernando Wilmo.
Rodrigo Antonio Vega Cruz.
Hugo Ernesto Sanchez Pialto.
Samuel Chang.
Michael Patrick Mannix.
Brianna Gonzalez.
Olivia Christine Mundy.
Kevin Fran Stevens.
Amanda Christina Sewak.
Adam Khalil.
Nicole Fuzay Love.
Tristan Hasserath.
Nathaniel Bailey.
Vishal Narain.
Brian Jude Peralta Grant.
William Danovich.
Diego Campos.
Kristen Meza.
Jonathan Dorian Alexander.
Rashik E. Barber.
Julian T. Campbell.
Christian Rafael Estrada.
Layla Gamal.
Grant Yee.
Juko Rasik.
Istvan Zagi.
Robert T. Francis.
Rodney Scott.
Brian Chose.
Anthony Nicholas Pietro Moninko.
Amen Sushan.
Faraz Siddiqui.
Dasby Sharia. Saffron Islam.
Juan Pastisaka.
Ian Paul Smith.
Joanna Seabree.
Alberto Rodriguez.
Blessing Janet Yakubu.
Jada Carlton.
Opemipo Odubemi.
Jeffrey Pierre Louis.
Jason Vila.
Christine Draper.
Kaylin Belgrave.
Jajay Hung Zhang.
Mahmoud Mahareb.
Abdul Razak Khan Twahil.
Michael Altamirano.
Oscar Ponce.
Marcos Contreras.
Fabiha Ismat Samia.
Mamadou Jallo.
Diego Rivera.
Kleber Cras Castro.
Samuel Martinez.
Joanna
Ariel-
Quispe.
Ariel Marakin.
Adersh Reggie.
Michelle Buta.
Jagesa Sharma.
Leon Subdale.
Mamadou Ba.
Umar Mahmoud.
Angel Valdez.
Omar Farouk.
John C. Zaka.
Ashkil Islam Turan.
Ryan Lamb.
Charlie Sinche.
Amar Akhtar.
Miguel Montero.
Ismailia Sisi.
Alvaro Otore.
John Damas.
Savian Franklin.
Obina Jeremy Duru.
Dario Ramos.
Anthony Romero.
Daniel Vidal. Shaquan McLeod.
Patrick Penn Obolu.
Aaron Zhang.
Ajay Jolly,
Antonio Benejan.
Junhao Yu, Julian Charles Ruiz,
Ursula Solomon.
Patrick Taverner,
Tolua Echayela.
Thomas J. Celia,
Mohamed Kontako.
Elliot Z. Stewart,
Coretta Cato.
Antonia Madu,
Shanice Cook.
Zane Afterton,
Jasmine Cully.
Now entering the faculty, administrative officers, and special guests of New York City College of Technology, led by Faculty Marshal Marissa Moran and Platform Marshal Elizabeth Milanos. I won't be up there. I won't be up there. Now entering Dr. Russell K. Hotzler, President of New York City College of Technology.
Distinguished guests, faculty, staff, students, and alumni, I hereby convene the 85th commencement exercises. I hereby convene the 85th commencement exercises of New York City College of Technology, City University of New York. President Russell K. Hotzler presiding.
Distinguished guests, faculty, staff, students, and alumni, I hereby convene the 85th commencement exercises of New York City College of Technology of the City University of New York. Okay. The national anthem will be performed by the band Rebel Kicks, which features New York City-based touring and recording artists Dorian Lake and brothers Anthony and Stephen Bobino. Will the audience please rise for the national anthem? Dorian, Anthony, and Stephen, please take the stage. Go get them, guys.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Congrats.
Thank you, guys. Graduates, faculty, staff, distinguished guests, it's with great pleasure that I welcome you again to the 85th commencement of New York City College of Technology. Today we recognize outstanding accomplishments of the class of 2024-2025. This ceremony marks a joyful milestone for each of our graduates and the constellation of individuals who have cheered you on in your determined pursuit of a college degree. Graduates, I salute your perseverance and fortitude as many of you embarked on your studies during a global pandemic, a challenge unprecedented in recent history. You may have experienced a high school graduation that looked very different from what you'd imagined, but you moved forward with resilience, hope, and ambition. Today, we stand here as scholars and professionals, a testament to your strength and determination. It is an honor to acknowledge this occasion with all of you. Congratulations. Let's proceed with the ceremony. Very good. I'm going to announce the people that are on the stage, and I'd ask if you would withhold some of your applause until I finish the list. But we're pleased to have on stage with us today Dr. Pamela Brown, Provost, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Marlene Sohn, Vice President of Enrollment Management and Student Affairs, Rita Uden, Chief Information Officer and Vice President of IT, Dr. Reginald Blake, Associate Provost and Dean of Curriculum and Research, Dr. Justin Vasquez Portes, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Maureen Archer-Fester, the Dean of the School of Professional Studies, Dr. Hong Lee, Interim Dean of the School of Technology and Design, Kathy Raymond, College Counsel, Tasha Rhodes, Assistant Vice President for Enrollment Management, Dr. Jerry Maitu, Director of the Brooklyn Educational Opportunity Center, Jonathan Natov, our Grand Marshal, Elizabeth Milanis, Platform Marshal. And we extend a warm welcome to three special guests joining us today. Ian James, CUNY Assistant Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, and Daniel Redden, the new chairperson of the University Student Senate and a student trustee. I also have with us Vice Chancellor Maybrick. She's the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you. I'm also pleased to introduce the principals of two of our partner early college high schools. They're here to celebrate their students gaining their associate degree today. We have a number of high schools that we work with, and they're referred to as PTECs. The students obtain their high school diploma and their associate degree at the same time. And we have a great group of you here today. Congratulations. Principal Rashid Davis is here, and Principal Rachel Hill. They do a great job at helping these students move along. I would like to thank also at this moment the commencement and valedictorian selection committees, the Office of Student Life and Development, the marshals, the banner bearers, and all of you who worked so diligently to coordinate today's ceremony. At the end of this ceremony, when I formally grant you the degrees you've earned, I will do so under the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York. Bringing greetings from the board today is Vice Chair of the Board, Sandra Wilkham. Welcome, Sandra. A proud CUNY alumna of both Kingsborough Community College and Hunter College, Ms. Wilkham is founder and CEO of Bradford Construction, a leading women-owned construction management firm in New York. Over the past 3 decades, she has grown the company into one of New York's premier women-owned business enterprises. A lifelong advocate for diversity in the building industry, she co-founded the Women Builders Council, and she helped spearhead the passage of New York City Local Law 1, which increases minority and women-owned business enterprise participation. Ms. Wilkham has been widely recognized for her leadership and public service, including honors from CUNY, the state of New York, and the city of New York. Thank you. Chairperson Wilkham, would you like to take?
How's everybody doing? That's it? How's everybody doing? Okay, so good evening to the class of New York City Technology, class of 2025. Congratulations. What a remarkable day and what an incredible achievement. You made it through hard work, determination, and vision. It is truly an honor to be here representing the CUNY Board of Trustees and to bring greetings on behalf of our chairman, Bill Thompson. You can clap. President Holtler, your legacy at New York City College of Technology is both deep and lasting. Under your leadership, the college has grown into a nationally respected institution, one that is innovative, inclusive, and deeply connected to the industries shaping New York's future. Your commitment to student achievement and academic excellence will be recognized for generations to come. Thank you. Chancellor Matos Rodriguez has guided CUNY with clarity, compassion, and steadfast belief in the transformative power of public education. He champions student success, shows up with heart and humor, and actually knows what TikTok is. You know he stands for the students in every way that matters. And to recognize President Reynoso, Brooklyn Borough President, thank you for your commitment to education, for strengthening our communities, and for shaping a thriving future of Brooklyn. Who's from Brooklyn? But the real story is, graduates, we are here to celebrate a significant milestone in your lives. This moment is a testament to your resilience, strength, and unwavering determination in pursuit of your education. You are the pride of CUNY and the pride of New York. We are so proud of the New York City College of Technology class of 2025. Take a moment to give thanks to your family, your friends, and your professors, and those who helped guide you to this day, and especially the professors who uttered the most magical words of all. This won't be on the final. And of course, let's celebrate with Tabo, your dedicated and inspiring student president, and Yuju, your brilliant valedictorian, and Alyssa, your outstanding salutatorian. They did a lot of work. If you indulge me, I'd like to share a bit about myself. I'm Brooklyn born, Brooklyn raised, and Brooklyn Public Schools all the way. Yes? Yeah, I grew up in a 5-story walk-up in a family that didn't have much, but we had big dreams, and those dreams found the path through CUNY. I graduated from Kingsborough Community College, yay, then Hunter College. Back in the 1970s, that was. Now, I know I didn't graduate from City Tech, but please don't hold that against me. And just for fun, let me give you a sense of what technology meant back then, in the 70s. There were no smartphones, no email, and definitely no Google Docs. If we needed to research something, we had to. Okay, brace yourselves. Go to the library and find an index card catalog to locate that much-needed book for your term paper. It was the 1970s, our search engine. If you had an electric typewriter with correction tape, you were cutting edge. No backspace key, but you had a steady hand and whiteout. Sending a fax, that was considered high-tech and a power move. Forget the instant messages. We were amazed it only took 5 minutes to get a fax. And just like today, CUNY was where doors opened and big dreams were launched. Even then, CUNY was a place of transformation. It gave students like me the chance to turn the possibility into purpose. That legacy is alive and well here at City Tech. What makes City Tech and you, its graduates, so special is how the college blends hands-on learning with deep industry expertise. City Tech has prepared you not just for jobs, but leadership in the industries that shape the future of New York and beyond. This is more than a college. It's a launch pad. I know I sound maybe like your parents, but it is more than a college, and it's a launch pad, a place where students don't just study. You build, you code, you heal, you invent, you're an engineer, and you lead. You are building the city we live in and reimagining the city we've yet to see. And you do as a student body that reflects the very, very best of New York. Diverse, determined, and full of potential. This is where first-generation college students become a first-rate professional. Is that not the case? Where first-generation college students become a first-rate professional. Okay. Yes? We're going to make sure you have the vibe and enough energy to start uploading your LinkedIn page. As graduates, you leave here with more than a degree. You leave here with the City Tech spirit, a spirit of practical brilliance, creative courage, and real-world impact. Am I right? Yes? Yes? Let me hear you. Am I right? Yes? Okay. Graduates, you're walking into a world that needs your talent, your energy, your voice, and your vision. You are part of a legacy that proves no matter where you start, with the education and determination, you can go anywhere. And as you leave here today, take pride not only in your degree, but in the journey that brought you here. Okay? And most importantly, we're going to try something a little different. Not too many people know we're going to do it, so bear with us. We'd like to call former chair of New York City Technology and former Board of Trustees Salamatu Doumbia to the stage. Are you here? There we go. Michael Redden, my colleague and your student trustee on the CUNY Board of Trustees and chairperson of the Student Senate. Michael. Okay. Our Salamatu Dumbaya, stay here, former student trustee, chairperson of USS, City Tech, SGA president, and now one of your fellow City Tech graduates. We would like to make that President and Chancellor, we would like to present flowers to Salamatu and her thank you for the opportunity for being on the Board of Trustees and all that you have done for CUNY, the students at City Tech, and for New York City. So we'd just like to try a little something, if that's okay.
Okay, yes.
Yes, to be here?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to do a little something that for all of us to be a part of, okay? And that is, when I say, you are what? You say City Tech. So let's try that. You are what?
City Tech.
Okay. When I say you are what? You say City Tech. Say it again. You are what?
City Tech.
And one more time. You are what?
City Tech.
You better believe it. Congratulations, City Tech class of 2025. It's an honor to speak to you today. No, we. Thank you, Chancellor.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Trustee Wilkins. New York City College of Technology is a part of the nation's largest urban public university, the City University of New York. Leading this extraordinary institution is Chancellor Felix Matos Rodriguez. Chancellor Rodriguez is the 8th Chancellor of CUNY, serving nearly 240,000 degree-seeking students across 25 campuses of the city. As Chancellor, he's focused on advancing system-wide career opportunities through industry partnerships, eliminating barriers in the transfer process, and reducing costs to improve retention and graduation rates for our students. We're honored to have him with us today. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Chancellor Matos Rodriguez. Chancellor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. How are you all doing? Thank you so much, President Hostler, for inviting me to be part of this exciting day for the 2025 New York City Tech graduating class. On behalf of the entire CUNY community, I congratulate you, your loved ones, your family, the incredible faculty and staff that made a difference in your careers. Why don't we give your faculty and staff some love and support for all the work that they have done. Love to have Trustee Wilkin, Daniel, former Trustee Salamatu Domboya. Delighted to be joining also the incredible Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reynoso. You can give Borough President Reynoso a big round of applause too. Before I congratulate you, and I will be brief, I want to take a moment of special privilege because I know that many of you have had the joy of knowing President Hostler in his role as the president for New York City Tech, an extremely student-centered president. Some of you might not be aware that he's been serving as your president for 21 years. All right? 21 years of building City Tech along with the administrators, along with the faculty and the staff to provide all of you with the best opportunities that you can have. In addition to that, his career of service at the City University of New York spans 55 years. Professor, dean, university professor, provost, vice chancellor, president at York College and Queens College before coming to serve with you for 21 years. That is an amazing career of service. And I wish that all of you, in whatever profession you're going to follow, in whatever work you're going to do ahead of you, that you can have a career that is as impactful, as dedicated to the service of others as Ross has had. So can I please ask you to stand up and give a big round of applause to your president, President Ross Hostler? Thank you for that moment. Let me do something. La clase del 2025, is there energy in the house? Do we have energy, or is it just late in the day and you guys are tired, right? I need, the more love I get, the shorter my speech will be. The more love I get, qué chévere, pretty sneaky, okay, I get the message, but I just want to congratulate you because, you know, you're amazing, and you know why? Because you're Brooklyn and because you're New York, all right? You embodied all the great things that this city and this borough exemplifies. You have grit, you have perseverance, you want to be number one, you represent newcomers. You represent people who've been in New York for 3, 4, 5 generations. You want to be number one. You're also welcoming. You are compassionate. You are curious. You are excellent. All the things that make New York and Brooklyn incredible places to live are exemplified in each one of you. And this is when I sit in my office late at night, signing diplomas. Signing is what, 2,600? You know, 2,600 sit there, you know, signing, having a little Red Bull, signing, right, for all of you guys. When I do that, I do it with joy, with pride, because I know the stuff that you're made of, and I know that you're going to go on to continue to do great things. So I want to be here to congratulate each one of you. And I want to do a little special exercise for those of you who have worked extra hard. Can I have all of you who are graduating with just honors to please stand? Yes. Okay. Stay there. Yes. Can I now have those who are graduating cum laude to join the group? All right. Can I now have those who are graduating magna cum laude to join? Stay up. Can I now have the ones who graduated magna cum laude to please stand up? And can I now have those who barely graduate to please stand up? Yes. Congratulations to all of you. You already know, you can sit down, the power of CUNY. So go forward with pride in your CUNY roots, and remember that graduation is not goodbye. I encourage each one of you to join the CUNY and the New York City Tech Alumni Network and tap into the resources, mentorship opportunities, and the supportive community that will help you continue to thrive in your career. In behalf of the entire CUNY family, I congratulate each one of you here, the members of the New York City Tech class of 2025. I wish you success, fulfillment, and happiness on the journey that begins here today. Thank you, felicidades, y mucha suerte.
I would just like to say that it's actually been a very interesting opportunity that I've had over the years, and I feel very fortunate to have been able to lead such an institution such as City Tech and the other colleges that I worked at. But today is about you, it's not about me, and it's about what you've accomplished, and you've established a foundation for yourself, and we want you to build on that and take it and don't stop. And you're going to hear a little bit more about that going forward. So I'd like to introduce now the student government president, your student government president. This year's president is Tawambo Kabosha. He's a Queens-based computer systems technology major. Tawambo plans to pursue a career as a research software engineer, and he has represented you extremely well this year during a very difficult period. I'm pleased to introduce your Student Government Association President, Tawambo Kabosha.
Greetings, esteemed guests and graduates. My name is Tawambo Kabosha, and I have the honor of serving as your current student government president. Today marks the crossing off of a remarkable milestone on life's to-do list. For some, this moment is a culmination of a long journey. For others, it's only the beginning of what's to come. But I can speak for all of us when I say it stands as a monumental milestone, one worthy of pride and reflection. As we celebrate this occasion, I leave you with the powerful words of Horace Mann, who played a crucial role in shaping the US education system and believed that universal, free, non-sectarian, and high-quality education was essential for a democratic society. He said, "Be ashamed to die until you have won some victory for humanity." Let these words guide you in your purpose as you move as you move forward and depart City Tech to do good in the world. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you. I gather our borough president is delayed, so we will move forward with the program. I would like to... Oh. Antonio. Okay. Nobody told me, they told me you weren't here. All right. He has magically appeared. Today's keynote address will be delivered by Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reneso. Antonio is Brooklyn's 20th borough president, the son of two Dominican immigrants, He became the youngest borough president, the first Latino to hold the office in the borough, and the first Dominican to be elected as a borough president in New York City. Since taking office, he's launched a history-making maternal health agenda and a Build Brooklyn Better initiative. So I would like to turn this over to him and ask you to give him a warm welcome. Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reynoso.
No, it's all love, it's all love. Good evening. Good evening. My name is Antonio Reynoso, and I'm the president of the greatest borough in the city of New York, Brooklyn. Can I get a yeah? If you're not from Brooklyn, you're welcome. I'm so happy to be here with you all today. Congratulations to the graduates of 2025 City Tech. After today, it is all your fault. Your parents are looking forward to maybe you leaving your home, inshallah, si Dios quiera. But I say that with love, because moving forward, it is your fault. We have all come into this world with different levels of statuses, different circumstances in our life that have led us to one place or another, but all culminating here today. I am a son of Dominican immigrants that came here in the 1970s. All right, the Dominicans can stand up, there you go. Don't literally stand up. My mom got here in the late 1970s. Food stamps, Section 8, welfare, WIC. There wasn't a government subsidy that existed in the city of New York or in this great country that my family didn't have to take advantage of just so that I can get a fair shot, to have food in my stomach and a roof over my head. That's what my family had to do. And those circumstances didn't stop me from becoming the youngest borough president in the history of the city of New York, elected to a 4-year term, the first Dominican borough president in the history of the city of New York, and the first Latino in Brooklyn. And I say that because my story was not one of privilege. My story is not one of privilege. I am the luckiest and most fortunate person you would ever meet. I have been blessed, but it took hard work and showing up and not making any excuses. So you are living with your parents and maybe share a room with your brother or sister. Back in the day, I used to have to pay for food with Monopoly money, the food stamps. Some parents know what I'm talking about. You know, you might be in a circumstance in which your immigration status or your family has issues with immigration status. You might be raised by a single parent. Some of you might not have a job. There's many struggles that come to our life, but you don't make an excuse out of it. Doing what I did with where I came from made me strong. It built a foundation by which I can run for borough president. Use your struggle, use your circumstances not to make an excuse as to why you can't be successful. Use it to build a platform, a foundation by which you can shoot off and become great. And then there's also something called reciprocity. It's not just a cool word that Lauryn Hill used in The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. You probably don't know who I'm talking about, but it's okay. Reciprocity is you're gonna get what you give. If you half-step life, you will get halfway. If you have an attitude in life, the universe is gonna give you attitude. If you're angry, the universe will give you anger. If you're sad, the universe will give you sadness. So remember that the energy you bring is the energy you will get. The energy you bring is the energy you will get. And I say that because there's one energy that the universe reciprocates stronger than any other energy. And it comes from one of the greatest poets to ever grace the great land of Brooklyn. His name is Christopher Wallace. Most people know him as the Notorious B.I.G. And he says, spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The one, we could clap it up for love. The one energy that this universe shares more than any other energy is love. And you don't need to receive love to get love. If you don't have it, still find somebody to give it to. Be nice, be kind. This education wasn't just about your academics. The education that you have today is about making you a good person. We don't have enough good people. Smart people, tons. Good people, not as much. Take the time that you spent with your classmates, with your teachers, your professors, and remember those moments. Be good, be kind, be loving. Have that be more valuable than the education you received academically. And if you're from Brooklyn, you have an obligation to spread love. That is the most important thing that you can do. And I say all this, so that you can know that what you give is what you get. Life is going to be hard. It's already hard for most of us. Don't let that be the reason why you don't get something done, why you don't achieve greatness, why you don't come back here in 10 years and stand on this podium talking about you being the first, you being the youngest, and being able to be in a commencement speech talking to your peers. Those accomplishments can happen if you work hard. So I want to thank you all for giving me the opportunity to speak to you in this address, not as a first, not as the youngest, but as somebody that loves you. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Brooklyn has a president at Borough Hall. I'd like to acknowledge your salutatorian, Alyssa Duran. Alyssa is graduating summa cum laude with a 5-year Bachelor of Architecture degree. Born and raised in the Dominican Republic, Alyssa moved to the United States in 2019, began her academic journey at the Borough Manhattan Community College before transferring to City Tech to pursue her passion for architecture. At City Tech, she contributed to her department's magazine and fundraising efforts and served as a research assistant. She will continue her studies at Columbia University, pursuing a Master's of Science in Advanced Architectural Design. Alyssa wants to encourage other first-generation architecture students to become leaders in this field, innovating everywhere they go. Congratulations, Alyssa. We salute you. Edgel, will you join me at the podium? Today's valedictorian address will be given by Edgel de Aroma, your valedictorian. Okay. Edgel is graduating summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Technology degree in Computer Systems Technology specializing in network and security issues. Born and raised in Turkmenistan, she arrived in the United States in 2016 without speaking a word of English. I have to point out at this point, she speaks 5 languages. Unbelievable. Her story is one of perseverance, resilience, and remarkable achievement. As a leader both on and off the campus, Ejigul earned top academic honors and supported fellow students as a tutor. Beyond campus, she serves her Brooklyn community as an auxiliary police officer and advocates for diversity in STEM, holding the title of Miss Uni International Asia 2024. She plans to pursue her master's degree in cybersecurity and to inspire the next generation of women in tech. Please join me in congratulating Ejigul on her outstanding achievements. And now I'm going to turn this over to her so she can tell you her story herself.
Good afternoon, President Hustler, Provost Brown, Associate Provost Blake, esteemed professors, dedicated staff, and my fellow graduates. Before I begin, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to my family, especially my mom, dad, sister, brother. Thank you for your endless support and love. To my wonderful colleagues from the communication office, Iris, Al, Catherine, Sharia, Susan, Beth, thank you for always encouraging me and lending a helping hand whenever I needed it. I also want to sincerely thank the CST department for their invaluable guidance throughout my academic journey. Each of you played a meaningful role in helping me reach this milestone, and I carry your support with me as I speak today. Throughout my time at City Tech, I wore many hats: tutoring the CST department, working as a federal work study student in the communication office, volunteering with SLD team, and completing my internship. I also got to film videos on campus, interviewing students, and capturing events. Thanks to your participation, some reached over 15,000 views. It is with that gratitude and a full heart that I say I'm truly honored to be standing here today. Today is not just a celebration of academic achievement, but of resilience and perseverance. We're not just graduates, we're problem solvers, late-night warriors, full-time employees, caretakers, parents, immigrants, and dreamers. We come from different backgrounds and stories, but we all arrived here with one goal: to succeed. To my classmates and friends at City Tech, thank you for being part of this journey. Whether we were giving presentations, reviewing notes at the last minute, or just sharing quiet moments of stress and laughter, you made this experience lighter, better, and unforgettable. I want to share a quote that resonates deeply with many of us. Even if you started late, it does not mean you lose. Some of us took longer to get here. Some of us faced doubts, setbacks, failures, and juggling jobs alongside school. But every step was progress. That was strength. I came to the United States 9 years ago from a small country in Central Asia, Turkmenistan, not knowing English, but with a dream to go to college in America. My parents crossed the oceans so that I could stand on this stage today. They left behind everything. My mom, her career as a doctor, my dad, his business, so I could build something new. Ecemcan, Kakamcan, men tidi yerin. Şun şu taknada durmağım, tithid mümkün neler. I'm sure most of you didn't understand what I just said. That was in Turkmen, my first language. Let me translate it for you. Mom, Dad, I love you so much. Standing on this stage today wouldn't be possible without you. These words are from my parents who sacrificed so much so I could be here. This moment belongs to them too. Their sacrifices gave me the strength to keep going, even when things felt impossible. I failed the CUNY exam 3 times before passing. But with every try, I got stronger. When I finally passed, I didn't just feel ready, I was ready. I shared this not to center myself, but to reflect a truth many of us know. Success is not linear, it's earned step by step. Maybe I didn't go to college straight from high school. I was an adult with doubts, but also with determination. After getting my associate degree, I spent 2.5 years trying to figure things out, asking myself, am I too late? Should I just start working? But the answer I found was this: it's not too late. City Tech became my second half, the half that believed in me, challenged me, shaped me. In my first year, I struggled. I hadn't grown up around computers and even typed slowly, checking each key. But I chose the networking security track because I believed I could become good at it, not because I already was. Many of us made bold choices like that. We stepped into unfamiliar majors, industries, and classrooms because we believed in our ability to learn and grow. And that's what success is about, not being the best from the beginning, but believing you can become better. To my professors, so many to thank, and if I named everyone, we'd be here all day. You didn't just teach us, you believed in us. And I remember one professor telling us, whatever you do, fall in love with it. That's exactly what many of us did. Even when it was hard, frustrating, even when the code didn't run or the research didn't make sense, we stayed with it. There were times we all made mistakes, lots of them. But I learned that mistakes are not failures. They're redirections, lessons, proof that we're trying. We turned every no into a not yet. And when I look back at everything I've been through, learning a new language, failing exams, taking longer than most, I don't see failure. I see growth, strength, resilience. If I could meet my younger self, the girl who cried after failing that first CUNY test, I would tell her this: you will not just pass, you will thrive. You will not just speak English, you will give speeches. You will not just go to college, you will stand on a stage and speak as the valedictorian. So when I say, even if you started late, it does not mean you lose, I speak from lived experience. Because the truth is, there is no perfect timeline. Some of us got here quickly, others like me took the long way around with detours, delays, and doubts. But look at us, we made it. This day isn't just about grades or credit, it's about the courage to keep showing up. It's about every time you wanted to quit, but didn't. So if anyone ever told you, you're too late, you're not good enough, or you can't do it, today is your answer. You can, you did. And now the real journey begins. This next chapter is ours to define, not based on someone else's timeline or expectations, but on our own values, dreams, and goals. Maybe you are the first in your family to graduate. Maybe you balanced work, school, and life all at once. Maybe you faced language barriers, cultural shifts, or personal struggles. Whatever your path looked like, you earned this. And no one can take that away from you. So don't worry about being the fastest. Be driven, be proud of how far you've come, and excited for where you're going next. So go out there and write your own story, the one that only you can tell. And let's show the world what a City Tech graduate can really do. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it, and the best is yet to come.
So we have a little gift for Edgegul, and I'm going to ask her to put this on so that she can stand here with me and confer your degrees upon you. And if you want to, I'll let you put that on when I need some help with your hat. To the most significant part of the moment here, the conferral of degrees. Presenting our candidates for graduation will be Dr. Pamela Brown, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, the Chief Academic Officer of the college. Dr. Brown, join me, please.
Thank you, President Hotzler. This year, before I present the candidates for graduation, I'd like to acknowledge a very special guest in the audience, Leonard Graber. Mr. Graber graduated in January of 1957, and then he was drafted into the Army and missed his graduation. So we figured it was about time he got to attend graduation. Okay. Mr. Graber's son, who's standing to his right, Craig Graber, is actually an adjunct faculty member in the architecture department and was the recipient of a fall 2024 Teaching Recognition Award. So 2 generations of City Tech in the family, many more to come. Okay, congratulations. New York City College of Technology is authorized by the State of New York to grant 8 degrees: the Bachelor of Architecture, the Bachelor of Fine Arts, the Bachelor of Science, the Bachelor of Science in Education, the Bachelor of Technology, the Associate in Applied Science, the Associate in Arts, and the Associate in Science. We have 58 degree programs, so over 2,000 graduates. We also have students who have completed requirements for their degrees for the CUNY Baccalaureate for unique and interdisciplinary studies. President Hotzler, it is in the name of the faculty of New York City College of Technology that I will announce the students assembled here today as having met the requirements for graduation. Will the faculty please rise? Okay. Okay. All right. Yes. Thank you for all you've done. The faculty have declared that these students from the classes of September 2024, January 2025, February 25, and June 2025 have fulfilled the requirements for their respective degrees. Congratulations again to all, and faculty, you may now be seated. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is first call out the degree and then the specific major. So, you know, there's a lot of people in the audience here. Your families and friends may not have been able to see where you are. So this is a chance to make a lot of noise and help them find out where you're sitting. All right, thank you. First, for the Bachelor of Science and the Bachelor of Science in Education degrees, will those in the following majors please rise as I call out their names? Applied Chemistry. Let's hear chemistry. Okay, great. Applied Mathematics. Applied Computational Physics. Biomedical Informatics. All right. Business and Technology of Fashion. Woohoo! Career and Technical Teacher Education. Data Analytics and Economics. Data Science. Health Communication. Health Services Administration. All right. Healthcare Policy and Management. Okay. Human Services. Whoa. Mathematics Education. Nursing. Paralegal Studies. Professional and Technical Writing. You should be proud. You made a lot of noise. Radiological Science. Technology Teacher Education. And the CUNY Baccalaureate degree. Mr. President, I present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degrees. Thank you again and congratulations. Okay. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Technology degree in the following programs please rise as I call out your program? Architectural Technology. Computer Engineering Technology. Computer Systems. Whoa. Construction Engineering Technology. All right. Electrical Engineering Technology. Emerging Media Technology. Entertainment Technology. All right. Very dramatic. Facilities Management. Hospitality Management. Mechanical Engineering Technology. And Telecommunications Engineering Technology. Mr. President, I present the candidates for the Bachelor of Technology degrees. Thank you and congratulations again. Now, will the candidates please rise who earned the Bachelor of Architecture and the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Communication Design. Thank you and congratulations. Okay. Will the candidates for the Associate in Applied Science degree in the following programs please rise? Accounting. Okay. Architectural Technology. Civil Engineering Technology. Communication Design. Yes. Computer Engineering Technology. Computer Information Systems. Construction Management Technology. Okay. Dental Hygiene. Dental Lab Technology. Okay. Electrical Engineering Technology. Environmental Control Technology. All right, yay. Hospitality Management. Human Services. Industrial Design Technology. marketing management and sales, mechanical engineering technology, okay, nursing, ophthalmic dispensing, yes, paralegal studies, and radiologic technology and medical imaging. Mr. President, I present the candidates for the Associate in Applied Science degree. Congratulations and thanks again. All right, we're on the home stretch. Will the candidates for the Associate in Arts and Associates in Science degrees in the following programs please rise? Business and Technology Fashion, Chemical Technology, all right, Computer Science, yes, Health Sciences, yeah, and Liberal Arts and Science. Yes. Mr. President, I present the candidates for the Associate in Science and Associate in Arts degrees. Thank you and congratulations to all. You have so much to be proud of.
Okay. As you go, you can't keep sitting down. You belong up here. You're the valedictorian, please. Will the graduates please rise? Through your successful efforts, as certified by the recommendations of the faculty, you've met the requirements of your respective degree programs. We're confident that your future accomplishments will be equally commendable and that your contributions in your careers and lives will be marked a benefit to society. Now, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York, I hereby confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended. Graduates, signify your graduation by moving your tassel from right to left. Now, turn to your family and your friends in the audience and give them a big round of applause for the support they've given you all this time. And how about a little more for the faculty here? I'm going to make the faculty stand up again. Come on. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. You're now officially graduates and alumni of New York City College of Technology. I extend to each of you and your families and friends my most sincere congratulations and those of the Regents of the University of the State of New York, the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York, the faculty and administration of City Tech. Congratulations. Go. All right, one more big round of applause for everyone that supported getting you here today. Congratulations. Dr. Natab, bring the ceremony to a close.
Will the members of the audience please remain seated during the recessional while the platform party and then the faculty depart the stage? All in attendance today, I now adjourn the commencement exercises, the 85th commencement exercises of New York City College of Technology of the City University of New York.
And now, class of 2025 will show their love to their families and friends.
Just really want to thank my two daughters, Sadie and Sage. Mommy loves you dearly. Also, I want to thank my mom for always holding me down. And my yaya, you ladies are the best.
I want to shout out my family, especially my mom. I love you so much. I hope I made you proud.
And I want to give a big shout out to my mom, my mom-in-law, my dad, Val, all my brothers and sisters, and most importantly, of course, my very beautiful and amazing wife and amazing son.
I want to shout out to my entire family, to my mom who's always been there, my brothers Evans and Isaac, and this degree is for Marvin's. I love you so much and you're always in my heart.
I want to thank my mother. Without her, I wouldn't be here today. Thank you so much. I love you, Mom.
I would love to give a shout out to my son, Zachary. He's 2 months old, and I just want him to know that anything is possible.
I want to give my father a special shout out. I want to thank my family, friends, and I love you guys.
Thank you, my family and friends.
So I just want to give a shout out, my siblings, my mothers, and as my dad is not here to see this, give you all thanks.
Shout out to my mom, shout out to my boyfriend, my brothers for making this happen.
Hola mami, hola pa. Le quiero decir a ustedes muchas gracias por todo su apoyo.
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister, Javon.
Quiero agradecer a mi mami, mi papi y la familia. This is for you, Leo.
I just want to give a special shout out my father, my mother, my sister Taylor.
Thank you to everybody who told me to keep going, specifically my mother, Linda.
I want to give a shout out to my family for coming here, my mother, my father, my uncle, and my grandmother.
To my beautiful parents, thank you for every sacrifice. To my beautiful husband, my best friend.
Hey, big shout out to my mom, my dad, my brother, my whole family for supporting me.
Hola, mami, papi, desde Puerto Rico, desde Nueva York. Se les quiere mucho. To my kids, Jadiel and Amaya, I love you guys so much. Nick, thank you so much for being my support.
I want to give a big shout out to my baby Mateo, to my mom and my sister.
I'd like to thank my mother, who was the most important person to help me on this journey.
I just want to thank God, because without him, I wouldn't be here right now.
I want to shout out my mom, Maria Jimenez, and my family for supporting me.
And to my family, we did it.
You know, I want to thank my son, Aiden, Rashid Barber. I want to thank my daughter, Leah Robin, my wife, Sophie Barber.
I just want to shout out my family, my mom and my sisters. I wouldn't be able to do this without you.
I want to give a shout out to my mom, my family, and thank you for your support.
I just want to shout out my family who's with me, my sister, my best friend, my uncle, my grandma who couldn't be here, and my parents who are here in spirit.
Thank you to my mom, my family, my sister.
I want to say thank you to my family and to my daughter, Astra Lily.
I want to give a shout out to everybody that came to support me, my mom, my sister, my dad, my family, Angie.
Thank you to my family, especially my mom that helped me get through college.
And I appreciate with my family member for support who is always with me.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart to Amu, Abu, Bhaya, Api Malu, my cousins and family friends.
Hey mom, hey dad, I finally did it. Thank you so much for your countless support.
Special thanks to my family, my co-workers, and particularly the Department of Chemistry.
I would like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister Isabel, my brother Jason, and my lovely girlfriend, Amy, soon to be wife.
Express my gratitude, and it's gonna be to my aunts, my uncles, my siblings, my mom, and Ashley, and to my dad, which you're watching right now.
Le quiero dar las gracias a mi mamá,
Daisy, a mi papá Pablo, a mi hermana Paola, a mi tía Olga, a tía Lucrecia por estar aquí presentes hoy.
I want to give a shout out to my mom, Jocelyn, my aunt, Janiris, my godmother, Noemi, my best friend, Rashade, and my boyfriend, Randy.
Thank you, my family, so much for being my biggest supporters. Te quiero mucho.
Shout out to my mother. Thank you for your encouragement and your strength. Shout out to my sister, Vanessa. Shout out to Auntie Desireen. Shout out to Kamoy.
I would like to thank my family who's here supporting me today, and especially I want to thank my dad, who unfortunately isn't here with us anymore, but I did this for him.
Mom and Dad, thank you for your endless support, motivation, and encouragement. I couldn't have done it without you all. Love you.
Gracias, mami. Gracias, papi, mis abuelos y mis amigos. Muchas gracias. Los amo.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, and my AST family. I love you all.
Special shout out to my mom, my auntie, to all my family in South Carolina and even New York City. Shout out to my dad, who is not here with me at this moment, but I know he's here in spirit.
I'd love to shout out myself, of course. I work hard for this. And also to all my friends and family and my loved ones. You know who you are, that continuously support me and encourage me to continue this journey.
Huge shout out to my mom and my son, Adrian. Love you guys.
Thank you, Mom, Dad, and Kelly, for all your love and support.
I wanted to give a shout out to my mom, dad, and my husband. Love you all.
Thank you for all your support. Mom, Dad, Sasai, Nash, Angie, Stacy, Matant, Gun, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my family, my mom, my dad, and my loving husband. Thank you so much.
I'd like to give a shout out to my mother and my father and my loving husband and children, Gregory, Alex, Gabby, Emmanuel, and Adriana.
Family, friends, loved ones, and all those that supported along the way. Thank you.
I want to shout out my family, my sisters, my mom, and for Noelia to keep me motivated and the new baby.
I would like to take a shout out to my daughter, Faith, and my son, Benjamin, to my husband and my oldest son.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you, my sister.
Hola, mamá, papá y mi hermana. Si se pudo, gracias por el apoyo. Los quiero mucho.
I would like to shout out to my parents and মা বাবা আমি তোমাদেরকে অনেক মিস করি অনেক ভালোবাসি and thank you সবসময় আমাকে এতটা bless and support করার
Shout out to my fellow CST major students.
Hey, I'd like to give a shout out to my mom, my dad, Amrit, Harpreet, and my Jidja Namandeep.
I just want to shout out to my parents and my siblings. I'd like to thank to both my parents, my family. Quiero agradecer a mi mamá, a mi papá, y a mi hermano y a mi novia por el apoyo infinito que me han brindado.
I want to give a shout out to my mom, my dad, my sister Carla, and all the great friends that I've made at City Tech.
Hello to Shoko, my daughter, Yuko and Shoko from Tokyo. And I'm greeting all my family from Hawaii and Seattle.
Shout out to my parents, my sisters.
Thank my family for always supporting and helping. And also to my parents who are not here today with us, but they're always with me.
I want to thank my mom, Mercedes, my brother, Yensi, my loving girlfriend, Olivia, my family back in the Dominican Republic, a familia Morales who has supported me along the way.
Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it.